Hey, welcome to Beach Bumbling. Today we're going to bumble around Puerto Vallarta a little bit. This was the tail end of our day after the market. If you haven't seen that video, we'll put it in the video description. And we'll link the restaurants that we stopped at today for a couple cocktails. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to give you a tip that might seem obvious after the fact, but you're going to want to know it if you're going to do some sightseeing. It's going to be so much easier on you. So here's a quick peek at how we spent an afternoon in the romantic zone. Let's go. After spending the morning in the OLAS ALTAS Saturday market, looking at crafts, walking around, we ran into some great food there. The vegan tacos were off the chart. You should try those. We recommend you go to this market. But we walked around the city, looked at some of the art because we're into that, walked down towards the water to the Malecon, and we were getting thirsty by then. It was starting to get pretty hot out. So we went to Roberto's Cafe, and we got some margaritas. That was my first margarita ever, if you can believe that. So these were 160 pesos a piece. 2 for 1, that's 160 total. That ended up being about $12.50 Canadian or $9.05 US. This was just a pit stop for us. We got to see Jack Sparrow walk by. I believe he's from the pirate ship that you see go by during the day and the night. After this, we had a massage from a place we found right across from the market. Decent massage, but no air conditioning in there, just a fan. Next, we thought we'd go for a stroll in the Malecon. Heel! The Malecon's a mile-long boardwalk full of shopping, restaurants, art. There's lots of cool things to see. It's good for people watching, and they've got a lot of sculptures along the way. The thing we like about them is that they identify them somewhere nearby with a plaque. You may have to translate them, but it tells you what it's about. This one here was dedicated to the patron saint of chefs. We'll leave a link in the video description of a map of the whereabouts of these sculptures. And if you want to see a couple more of them, you can check out our video from when we were down the romantic zone at night. Eventually you'll come across the bridge, and that's at Isla Cual. There's a market and restaurants down there, and we plan to cover that in our next trip to Puerto Vallarta. It's hot, we're thirsty, and there's no shortages of places to eat or drink. We ended up here at the Canto del Mar bar, right on the water. If you've never been to Puerto Vallarta, there's lots of vendors there, and they do allow them to come up in the restaurant, so don't be surprised by that.
Yeah, I like the little one.
And this price $5.
$5?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take one of these. Your dad, for your dad.
One or
He loves hummingbirds.
not different color?
Yeah, I like this one.
No two?
No, just one, please.
Do you care if I put you on YouTube? Do you care if I put...
Sí, no problem.
No problem? All right.
Okay. Thank you. Gracias.
Yeah.
Nothing, yes.
Transaction complete.
My friend is here. Thank you.
All right, so we just got done our meal here, and here's the thing you should know. If you want to buy a bottle of water at a restaurant, I literally got a Corona after my mojito for 45 pesos, and our water bottle, which is not like a huge bottle of water, same size, like small, 500 mils, is also 45 pesos. Given the option of a Corona or a water, I will take that Corona 100 times out of 100. But that is pretty pricey for a bottle of water, so know that before you go to a restaurant, all right?
Okay, this one's a little on the pricey side for a bottle of water, a beer, and 2 cocktails. 360 pesos, which works out to 28 Canadian, $20 US, but I guess we paid for the view.
One of the more popular attractions down here is the Church of Our Lady of Guadalupe. If you're looking at these arches, just turn around, look up, and look for the crown. If you're into food tours, art tours, or walking historical tours, you can find all three here at the corner in front of this church. Matter of fact, that walking tour there on the right is a free tour. And in case you wondered, you can stick your head in the church. Take a look around, just be respectful. So that leaves us to the tip. If you are going to go sightseeing in Puerto Vallarta, maybe you have an understanding of what you want to do, how you're going to route your day. You're going to want to start off on the high ground if you're doing something up there. That way you can walk down to the Malecon and the beach. It is a bitch to walk up these steps. We kind of did it backwards. If you have mobility issues, that's a good takeaway for you. It was hot, my knee hurt, and I'm not a big fan of stairs on a good day.
At this point, I think it's safe to say Eric's had enough.
Holy Oh, there's more. Yeah, this is stupid. Well, there's a road here. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we make another video. Next week we'll be back in this area at night, so tune in if you want to see more from Zona Romantica. What the? We'll take you to a fairly cheap late night dinner where you can watch Karen almost die from the salsa. We hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. Until the next time, cheers. Psst, hey, see the one that says my suggestion? That's one that we think you should watch next. See the one that says watch next? That's one that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Only way to find out for sure is to watch them both.